It began when me and my dad went fishing. We went out to the sea early in the morning. We had a really fun day as we caught a fish. Then we went back home. My dad and I cleaned the fish, and this is what we found. At that time, I felt shocked and sad. I remember thinking, how can this fish eat plastic cup? Wasn't the only time I've been affected by plastic on a fishing trip. One time, the propeller of the boat engine got stuck by plastic. It made the boat travel tricky because there was so much plastic in the water, and the plastic kept getting stuck in the propeller. From the experience, I want to make a change by showing people what happens if you don't take care of the ocean. Plastic pollution was first noticed in the ocean by scientists carrying out plankton in the late 1960s and early 1970s. The ocean and beaches receive most of the attention of those studying and working to lessen plastic pollution. Floating plastic waste have been shown up to accumulate to 5 subtropical gears that cover 40% of the world ocean. Plastic hangs a long time, and a lot of it floats. Single-use plastic are the worst, such as straws, plastic bag, cup, and plastic bottle. Some 700 species of marine animals have been reported so far to have eaten or become tangled up in plastic. In the ocean, plastic pollution can kill marine mammals directly when they become tangled up in fishing net, and can also kill through ingestion by being mistaken for food. The goal of my process was to create awareness of the plastic pollution that is in the ocean. I joined and worked with a community who helps the river around Bali. They are called Sungai Watch, led by Gary Benjagib. Sungai Watch is an organization focused on river cleanup that has the mission to protect waterways. This community helps the river by putting a trash barrier in the river so the trash stops at the barrier. It doesn't get through and it doesn't make its way to the ocean. The Sungai Watch team then collect the trash that is caught in the barrier. After they collect it, they have a place that they separate all different types of plastic. Then they upcycle into a cool product, like a trash barrier, table, and more cool stuff. This team has already put 70 barriers in the river around Bali. %80 of plastic pollution that is in the ocean comes from local river. It gets washed up by the rains, flow downstream, and end up in the ocean. That means the river, the subak, the shore, and the ocean surrounding Bali are filled up with so much plastic, especially during the rainy season. My experience cleaning up with the Sungai Watch felt good. I want to take a further action. I want to donate money to this team to help with their efforts. I needed a way to make money for the donation and to help create and continue awareness of this issue we still face. I began by making a painting that showed the ocean pollution and how bad is the plastic for the animals in the ocean. I ended with 10 paintings. You can see also here. This painting inspired me from a documentary. In the documentary, I saw a turtle with a plastic on its mouth. And I can tell that the turtle doesn't look that happy. And I'm thinking if I can share this picture to all of you, so I decided to paint this picture. This one is a hermit crab. This painting inspired me from an article. In the article, they talk about the ocean pollution and how bad is the plastic for the animals that is in the ocean. Then I saw one picture of a hermit crab using a plastic bottle as its shell. It was so sad to see, so I decided to paint it and I want to show it to you guys. The goal is to make an exhibition with this all 13 painting. The money that I get from this exhibition will go to Sungai Watch to help the river around Bali. There are ways to reduce consumption of single-use plastic that is so harmful for the ocean environment, and there's so much work and sharing information that needs to be done. For example, when I was out with the Sungai Watch for a river cleanup, the most plastic that we found was candy wrapper that Balinese people use for offering. This get washed up by the rain and sand up in the ocean. A long time ago, before they used candy, they used bread or cookies for offerings. And that was so much better. Using a plastic, but it's so hard to ask people to shift this change. Responses to this suggestion are that using candy is so much easier and faster, without considering the impact of what happened when candy is left for offering. If every single person in Bali use bread or cookies for offering instead of candy, that will make a small difference. Using recyclable bottles and gallon jugs, water instead of single-use water cup is also a positive shift that needs to be made sooner than later. Shifting perspective is the most challenging aspect of this work. It is, however, not the only local people who create this pollution. Anyone who visits convenience store for any product is buying single-use plastic or foil wrappers. I'm very proud of myself that I was able to do this project and bring awareness to the animals in the ocean. Working with the Sungai Watch was such a good time and now feels like a new community I am part of. I hope, after listening to my presentation, you'll remember my paintings and think of the ocean the next time you want to buy plastic package, candy, and single-use plastic bottle and bags. Thank you. I did it! Woo!